Sup peeps, early review tech, and today we're taking a look at the Oppo A3. This phone is Oppo's latest entry-level offering, and under this budget segment, we're sure most of you want a long-lasting, durable, and reliable phone. Does the Oppo A3 have what it takes? Let's find out. Right off the bat, we notice the Oppo A3 sports a polycarbonate frame and glossy glass-like back panel. Aside from being glossy, the back panel sparkled when reflected light at different angles, which is probably why they call this colorway Starlight White. While the glossy back panel does stand out, it's worth noting that it's prone to fingerprints or smudges. We also notice that there's less emphasis with its camera island compared to the older Oppo A2. Moving on, the volume rocker and power button, which doubles as a fingerprint sensor, is situated on the right side. On the left, users can find a dual nano SIM card tray, which also houses a dedicated micro SD card slot. Like most entry-level phones in 2024, it features a 3.5mm audio port, a USB Type-C port, and a single downward-firing loudspeaker at the bottom. Overall, the Oppo A3 has a good enough external build. It only features IP54 English protection, but it's lightweight, has a thin form factor, and we're content with how it looks. Plus, Oppo does tout its military-grade shock resistance in spite of how it presents itself to be. For display, the phone has a 6.67-inch HD Plus IPS panel that features a refresh rate that goes up to 90Hz. For display protection, we get two layers of reinforcement in the form of CSG and Panda Glass. The display bezels are a little asymmetrical with the chin being thickest. Although for an HD Plus resolution IPS panel, it surprisingly gives good enough immersion for multimedia usage. In addition, scrolling under direct sunlight is pretty good with the Oppo A3 offering 1000 nits of peak brightness. We've used the Oppo A3 to watch movies and videos on YouTube with a bit of gaming here and there. Honestly, it's a pleasant surprise that the display feels as smooth as it does. Again, it's an IPS panel that picks with a 1604 pixels. Expectation weren't the highest, but we're sure actual users will find it alright, all things considered. For audio, the phone is limited to a mono loudspeaker. It performs decently but nothing to write home about. We pretty much made the conscious choice of just connecting to our Bluetooth earbuds in the end. The device is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 6S Gen 1. Our review unit offers 8GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB of internal storage. From our experience, the Oppo A3 was able to run Genshin Impact pretty well with the lowest graphics settings enabled. We want to note that even increasing graphics quality just a bit overclocks the device. Adjusting the settings lead to noticeable stutter and frame drops. Otherwise, it does just fine. It's certainly fared better with less graphic-intensive games like Teamfight Tactics and Marvel Snap. It's a shame that the high refresh rate display can't make the most out of gaming. At the very least, we can vouch that the device is pretty good for media consumption. Considering that this is an entry-level device, it pumped out good scores. It hit 200K breakpoint in Antutu and managed to get a score of 6,284 under PC Mark. The storage speeds are also decent, offering read and write speeds of 296 megabytes per second and 273.3 megabytes per second respectively. Bottom line, the Oppo A3 is above average in the performance department under its price segment. The Oppo A3 is equipped with a 50-megapixel main camera paired with an auxiliary lens. The rear cameras can record videos up to 1080p at 60 frames per second. It also offers 5-megapixel selfie shooter as well, capable of recording at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Surprisingly, the front camera offers autofocus. Most entry-level devices don't really offer this, so it's very notable. The cameras perform as you would expect with noticeable grain with the absence of natural lighting. It doesn't produce the best photos at night and it needs more light indoors. However, like most phones these days, it can definitely produce good images under optimal lighting conditions. A colleague found that it can take photos with good detail under sunlight. Here are some sample shots taken by the Oppo A3. For pricing, the phone is already available for purchase through Oppo's online channels, that's Lazada, Shopee, and their TikTok shop. The Oppo A3 is priced at 8,999 pesos for the lone config featured in this hands-on review. It has clear advantages under the entry-level segment in terms of its build, display, and general reliability. Of course, there are also a handful of things that hold it back a bit. The display resolution is capped, graphics for games need tinkering, and the cameras struggle when it's not under direct sunlight. Other than that, it's pretty decent. However, I don't think the pros outweigh the cons with what else it offers. For starters, those under budget can still find this a reliable device durability-wise. Second, it's good for general use like media consumption, browsing, and low-tier gaming. Last but not least, it packs a 5100 mAh battery with 45 watts of SuperVOOC charging by USB Type-C. From our experience, it's good for about 12 to 16 hours of use. Charging takes roughly an hour and 30 minutes. After that, users have a long-lasting, durable, reliable device ready. But hey, what do you guys think? Let us know what you think of the Oppo A3 below. So if you found this video informative and helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to YouTube channel, and click that bell icon so you'll get notified of our future uploads. And don't forget to follow us on our socials and visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Again, this has been Earl, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!